Joining me, we have Matt Ferguson here. Hi, how are you today?
Hi.
Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, of course. Now, you have been with Mario the whole time, the whole 6 years with Mario Make Me a Model.
It's been a blast. It really has. It's been 6 years where I've been a judge and been the photographer for the campaign, for the promotion. And I got to tell you that Megan Bouchel from the marketing department has put this thing together, and it's just been fabulous. It's been 6 years in the running, and it gets bigger and better every year.
It's just better and better, right? Yes. And I've seen your work. I love your work. Exquisite, exquisite. Of course, you've worked with many.
Well, thank you. It makes it easier on the photographer to work with beautiful people, so I got to say that helps a lot. But what we do is a lot of coaching too, and I feel like you're working with these kids because most of them are 18, 19 years old.
They're young.
They're young, and this is a great opportunity for them. And they come in and we kind of coach them, and I almost equate it to baseball, like minor league baseball players.
Okay.
You're bringing them up. You see some natural talent, and you bring them up, and you coach them up, and you help them, and because when you first show up, you know, and play, or say you're swinging a golf club. The first time you swing a golf club, you don't know what you're doing.
You don't know.
The first time these kids walk a runway, they don't know what they're doing. They need to be coached up.
Right.
But if you can spot that natural talent early, then that's the thing. That's the key.
Of course. Now, what would be a tip that you would give aspiring models as far as, you know, when they are with a photographer such as yourself?
Well, I think you know, obviously grooming, you know, and knowing fashion, knowing what's popular, knowing what's in and what's out, and what styles look like. These kids, I call them the kids. They're all, you know, our kids in a sense. They look different than the kids did 6 years ago.
Of course, yes.
Advertising looks different than it did 6 years ago.
Yes, I agree.
If you look at the Prada ads, there's a certain look to those talent, to those models, and these kids look more like today, like they could walk right into advertising. A lot of them have that natural talent, but it's also good, you know, obviously to have good health and nutrition and practice. Anything, you know, it's good for these models to practice in the mirror and to know what to do with this hand and left hand, and there's a certain amount of physical memory that they need to say, if I put my right hand here and my left hand here and tilt my head this way, it looks great, and give that a number. That's number 7, you know, and then do number 10 and do number.
Okay. So when you come to a photo shoot and you see what you're going to be shooting, what prepares you? What gives you that big picture, I guess you could say, from those, you know, like myself, I'm not a photographer.
Yeah.
How do you get that big picture?
Well, at this level, there's several pre-production meetings, and there's sketches, and there's art, and there's wardrobe choices, and it's not just me.
There's so much, right?
Oh, there's 20, 25 people behind me, behind hair, makeup, wardrobe, the location, you know, the photo assistants, even the catering. You know, we work all day. We'll work a 12-hour day.
You need to eat, right?
You gotta have some food, some
Energy.
coffee. Yeah. So it's not just me, but so those things are well planned. And very little of it is, you know, on the fly. Once in a while, we might have some extra time, and I'll say, hey, let's throw up a light over here and try something over here. And sometimes that wins the day, and sometimes that's the ad.